Bill Schwab, WineBuyers.com, and I'm here with Barry Downing from Confluence Wine Importers out of South Africa. And we're doing the Special Reserve Shiraz. Tony, can you get a zoom in on this?
Oh, yeah. Sure, you betcha.
Oh, Nelly.
We're up in Minnesota now. Yeah. Standing side by side, 2 by 2.
How do you pronounce that name?
Riet Valley. Means Riet Valley.
Riet Valley. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So this is, again, as we had the Chardonnay just a little bit ago from the Special Select. Also known as the Single Vineyard Reserves. These are all very, very small production vineyards. Some of their older vines, always historically the best producing fruit. And just gorgeous, gorgeous wines. Limited production, 200 to 256 packs a year. Typically only produced in the best of years.
Well, it's 206 packs of the Chard. What's the...
This one's about 250, 265. Yeah, they get a little bit bigger volume on Shiraz on their yields, but still, you're talking 2.5 to 3 tons on these smaller productions here. Minuscule in our standards without cutting and dropping fruit. So South Africa, right. Their soils are so old and so bereft of nutrients. They don't have to drop fruit like we do to stress out the vines and get down to 3 tons. I mean, there's producers there that are struggling to get to 1.5 tons an acre with Cabernet sometimes. But it's the key is that the looser berried bunches and
really
full ripe grapes. Fully developed grapes too. Most people don't think about it is that the skins, if you have this big tight group of grapes, that the skins are pressed together. And the skins there will work off each other to insulate the pips, right. their future, they're procreating here. So the skins don't fully develop where they're crushed together because they work together to insulate.
Right.
So if you have loose bunches and the grapes fully produce, and that's where you get your tannic acids out of the skin. That's your DNA ladder. You build your wine around it.
Right.
And again, if you want wine that with structure and balance and finesse and elegance and richness and power without being hedonistic, this is what you need. Yeah, it's really pretty, beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful wine. Deep, sort of a toasted fruit, almost like spreading a blackberry boysenberry jam on toast.
Yeah, it's like a jam with those. It's not your smoky, campfire smoke kind of, but that little bit of like toasted, like you said, yeah, and a little cinnamon.
Almost like you ever had fresh blueberries and you put a handful in your mouth and you get that little bit of spiciness out of them. It's almost like the little pieces of stem and everything almost give you like a cinnamon clove. That's what you're getting out of here. A little bit of coriander, cinnamon, just a little hint of spiciness. It's not a driving force. It's just a touch across the top, and that beautiful fruit, beautiful weight to it, and that nice little toasty bed that it sits on it. And like I said, it's not a smokiness. It's not a campfire or barbecue or anything like that. It's just a toasted. It's like the smell of fresh toast as it pops out of the toaster. Just that little bit of toastiness to it. Really nice.
Yeah, and the fruit's still going. I mean, it's amazing how long this wine will carry the fruit flavors right down onto your palate. Yeah, it's begging for more. But again, this is what you're dealing with when you're talking about 6th generation winery. They don't believe they ever missed a vintage. In over 150 years. And
I get some red fruit to it too, almost a little bit of Currant. It's a really deep wine. Now I know the estate was a blend. What are we looking at here?
This is 100% Shiraz. Okay. All from one block.
I mean, I didn't get the floral thing out of it. I didn't get the darkness out of it from the Petit Verdot.
Nope, sink or swim with this grape, and he swims every year when he makes it.
And I even get a little tannin grip across the top of my gun, too. Good acidity that keeps it lively, a little bit of tannin grip to it. There's a lot going on in this wine. And when you're talking about a reserve wine, a lot of people try to make the reserve wine into this huge monster wine that just, oh, that's our reserve. I mean, we have to lay it down for 15 years and it kicks you in the teeth. Is that what you want to spend extra money on? Is have something that just drives down your throat like a train? To me, the extra money should be in finesse. It should be in the complexity. It should be in the fact that every sip is something different and more evolution to it. That's why I spend the money on Old Bordeaux that I do, is because it has the layers. It has all these different flavors going on at the same time. It's just not a giant single flavored freight train running down your throat. I mean, big, huge wines are delicious for certain occasions. This is a wine that you can sit, think about, drink and enjoy. It's a meditation wine. It'll go great with food. I can't think of anything along the lamb, beef, pork, wild game. I would even do something like a spicy chicken with it. Maybe a salmon.
Barbecued, like a good rubbed and with a little heavy barbecue, dry rub barbecue.
I'm hard pressed to find something that I wouldn't serve with this.
It's bittersweet, cedar plank or alder plank.
Yeah, salmon
For that. Yeah, get that little smoky edge from the plank.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely work with that, and that's why I spend money on wine. And this is going to set you back a little bit. I mean, this isn't cheap. I think I saw it for 35.
Yeah, that's about your right price.
Yeah, 35 out there.
For you, 40.
Thanks, Bear. No, I think I saw it for 35 at Chicago, which is not a bad price at all for this. I mean, I would feel bad beating you up for a little bit extra, but I'm going to.
That's what you do.
We're going to squeak it down a few more dollars under that. I don't know what exactly we're going to go into. This is sort of a surprise to what we were going to taste today. I wasn't planning on it. We didn't do any research on it. I just sort of know from what I've seen out there. We're going to beat it down under 35. I guarantee you that.
Yep.
And it is a tremendous wine for that money. Just a lot of layers, a lot of complexity to it.
To make it
Very
easy,
finesseful.
to make it easy on people, I'm sure we could probably work out, that $30 range, that $29.99, just to make it simple for the holidays. I'm not being Santa Claus here. I don't look good in red, but no, we should be able to get right that $30 to $32 range. I would imagine Tony and I can work it out.
Well, we can sharpen our pencils and we can get it down to 30. I'm really excited now.
Yeah, because it's that price break, man. It's a special bottle of wine. I mean, it's, again, like you said, it has the richness, it has the fruit without being neon sparks.
Cumbersome. It's without being cumbersome, without being so heavy-handed that you can't get the finesse out of it. I've said before, there's certain bottles of wine where I can make 12 friends or 2 enemies. 12 friends because you drink this much of it, and it's the best wine you've ever had because it's just huge flavor. You drink a glass up to here, and you're already sick of it by your halfway point. You're like, oh,
you can't taste anything. You can't taste anything afterwards either.
I call them the fog raw wines. I like a little 1 ounce serving of fog raw. A 12 ounce fog raw steak, not so much.
Bring the whole load. You better have 50 friends.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, we could talk all day about this wine because it does tell a story again, and it's got layer upon layer. But we're running out of time.
Yeah, there's only so much. I mean, I'll work
There's
the
only
rest
so much of this wine available to us.
Right.
So I hope you guys enjoy it.
And a beautiful little pan grill in the back too. Just nice wine. Very, very good. Good stuff going on here. Outstanding juice. Every sip is different. Shockingly good for the money. Barry, thank you very much, especially for the surprise bottle. Everything we tasted was great, but the surprise bottle sort of pushed it over the top, and it should. It's the reserve. It's the special deal.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Tony, thank you too.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.